Hey, what's up guys? This is Apple's new HomePod Mini. It retails for 99 bucks in the US and it comes in two different colors, white and space gray. So essentially I'm gonna do an unboxing of this, and I'm mostly interested in the sound, but obviously it has cool visuals and stuff on the top. So, and in another video I'm actually gonna compare this with the Google speakers and the Amazon speakers. So I have all the other ones like the Nest Audio, the Nest Mini, I have the Echo 4th Gen, the Echo Dot 4th Gen, and the Echo Dot 4th Gen, the Kids Edition, but you could just use that as an Echo Dot. Anyways, I'll just actually leave these here. So when I do an unboxing, we can actually look at it for size comparisons and stuff. But let's actually go ahead and unbox this thing. Okay.
Few moments later.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, it actually looks really nice. So it's like double meshed. It's crazy. It's a little different from the patterns from like the Echo Dot 4th generation. This is more, this one is, I don't know, this one kind of looks higher quality on the HomePod Mini. But it comes with the cord built in. The bad thing is if something happens to the cord, then yeah, you need a new HomePod Mini. But yeah, I kind of like the separate cord, to be honest with you guys. And it's a USB-C cable. Okay, let's see what else is in the box. Nothing there. Instructions. Apple sticker. They always put Apple stickers. I almost never used that. I don't think I've actually used an Apple sticker ever. And a USB-C charger. These things are rare now. Because it doesn't come with the iPhone 12 Pro, that's why I'm saying that. And yeah, I have my iPhone 12 Pro, so I'm going to pair it with this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so you bring your iPhone 12 close to the HomePod Mini and it shows up. So it asks for setup, so I'm going to click on setup.
6 hours later.
Alright guys, so I've been playing with this for a little while. I have a much better understanding of how it works now. It is a little bit buggy with the YouTube Music app, and I'll show you guys how that works and stuff. So if you're using your iPhone and you have Apple Music, and I'm playing a copyright-free song on my iPhone, and I want to transfer it to this guy, I just come and I tap it, and then it transfers here, and it's very fast, and it's like, okay, that's pretty awesome, right? And then I want it back on my phone, and then I come, I tap it again, and then I brought it back to my phone, and it continues playing, right? Bring it back, and back here, and it's like, okay, this is pretty awesome, and then I want to bring it back, and then, okay, that works beautifully, right? And now, if you want to do this with the YouTube Music app, which is the app that I prefer to use, so if I play the song with the YouTube Music app, and I'm using the YouTube Music app obviously, and I come and I transfer it, it takes a few seconds longer to transfer, which is fine, I'm okay with that. So it transferred fine, right? And it's like, okay, well now I want to bring it back to my phone, and I come here and I tap it. So on my phone, it's actually counting up, and you could see that it's actually playing the song, but I can't hear anything, and my volume is up. Now, if I try to put it back to this, again, it takes a few seconds, and then it should start playing, but it doesn't look like it wants to. And basically, it's very buggy with the YouTube Music app. So obviously at Apple, they're kind of more in their ecosystem, and in a way I don't blame them, because you know, they're like, hey, buy an iPhone, get Apple Music, get an Apple HomePod, get a Mac, and then it all works together. And so yes, that's true, but if you want to use YouTube Music, well, good luck with that. So, and then I basically have to close the song and then go and then I replay it, and then I can transfer it over, and then it should work. Okay, so it started working, right? And it's like, okay, I want it back on my phone. And nope, see, it's playing on my phone, but it's not working. So I have to like stop this, and if I press pause and then I press play again, it still doesn't do anything. I literally have to close the song and then press play again. Then it starts from the beginning, and then, okay, now it works, right? And if you're wondering, well, okay, well, what if you use the option from AirPlay, right? I'm like, okay, so I use the option with AirPlay, which is another way of transferring it. I don't have to get to the speaker. I could just do it that way, right? So transfer to this just fine, right? And it's like, okay, I want it back on my iPhone. It's like, okay, no problem. Same problem. So essentially it's doing that where it doesn't play it. So they didn't really test this with YouTube Music. So hopefully they figure out these bugs and stuff, because I personally really like using YouTube Music. That is the subscription I have, and I really, really like it. So it would be nice if it worked with YouTube Music, and it kind of half works, but it would be nicer if it actually fully worked, right? Okay, so now that I talked about some of the bugs, let's actually listen to the song, and I'll raise the volume, and then you guys could hear that. And let me just go to Apple Music, just because it works so much better with Apple Music. And I could control the volume from here if you guys are wondering. So you could do it with that. Okay, so let's raise the volume all the way to the max. Okay, it sounds okay, it doesn't sound bad. In another video I will compare it with the Nest Audio and the Echo 4th generation, because they basically retail for the same price. But I feel like these two are better sounding than this for the same price. Granted, they don't have as cool of a screen as this, but it does work. So as far as controls, you have, your volume down, volume up. You can also ask Siri to do it. If you want to ask Siri to do something, you hold this. What's the weather today?
It's currently clear and 57 degrees. Temperatures will be fairly consistent, averaging about 57 degrees.
Okay. The lights are cool and stuff. The way you tap it to pause, you tap it to play. If you double tap, it skips to the next song. If you triple tap it, it goes back to the previous song. So those are the controls, so they seem to work well. Alright, so for final thoughts, what do I think as far as first impressions, right? So I don't like the fact that the USB-C cord is plugged in, meaning hardwired in, so if something happens to this, I don't have a HomePod mini anymore. I do like the fact that it is USB-C, I have to give them credit for that. Sound quality I think is okay, keeping in mind it is a $100 smart speaker, because you have other choices like the Echo 4th Gen and the Nest Audio for the same price, and these do go on sale. And in terms of, I wish it would be nice if they actually tested YouTube Music. That is something that I use often. I don't really use Apple Music. I like YouTube Music because you could use it on all these other devices and stuff, and it works really, really well. But it would be nice if they tested this whole transferring thing back and forth between YouTube Music. I do realize it works well with Apple Music, but I'm not going to get Apple Music personally on my PC, and I'm not going to get it on my Pixel 5. Whereas YouTube Music, I will get it on the iPhone, which that's pretty much what I listen to. So it would be nice if they tested that. I mean, and that is a pretty big name. It's a pretty popular brand, pretty popular streaming service, YouTube Music. So I feel like they should have tested that. But other than that, screen is amazing. I love the colors. It just looks super cool. Just like, honestly, like that looks amazing. Hands down, that is probably the coolest feature about this thing. As far as build quality looks very, very high. So this mesh material, it pretty much looks 3D. It's like there's 2 layers of mesh, and then there's a mesh even underneath that. So very, very high quality in terms of that. I'm just not sure about the price tag being $100 in the US. I think for 50 or 60 bucks, I think it would be pretty good, but for $100, I'm getting a little iffy. Yeah. I think that's my biggest gripe about this thing. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave it in the comment sections below. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you to all my current subscribers.